and welcome to episode 12 of Carrots and Cosmos. In this episode we have the results of round 1 of our cucumber challenge, and later on I'll show you the progress of my vegetable garden. But first of all, let's go over to Gemma and see how she's been getting on. So Gem, are you winning?
Just having my cup of tea, so I thought I'd fill you in on what's been going on. I haven't had much of a chance to film at the allotment lately because my times there have been so squished. You know, just an hour here, an hour there, and yet I've had so much to do that filming would have taken up a lot of time, plus all my neighbours are out because the sun's out now and it's been a bit embarrassing. So I'm going to talk about what's been going on and maybe you know, put some photos in so you can see what I'm talking about. There's loads that I still need to do. I need to get out there today actually, and hopefully I'll get maybe some filming done. But I'm completely out of compost and I need to buy some more manure. Some more manure. Some more manure. So let's start with the Monge 2. I planted them out a couple of weeks ago just before the cold spell because my neighbour had done it, so I thought, well, if she's done it, I'm going to do it. They didn't bode well in the cold weather. I also put some nasturtiums in there, and you know, it's not good. Same with my runner beans, my lovely big runner beans that were doing really quite well. Put them in and they're not very good either. So, which is cool, I've got loads of beans left, and I wanted to make mistakes like that just to teach myself a lesson. So that's where we are with the Monge 2 and the runner beans. I'm going to plant some more inside today. I've got, my asparagus. I've had one spear of it so far. I don't think that liked the cold very much either. But this is the spear I had. And I had it with my tea that night. Very, very nice. Sweet peas. I've planted loads of sweet peas. I've done about 2 rows, 2 5-metre rows. One of them I did cheat and buy from Homebase and B&Q just because they were so cheap and there were so many and mine weren't looking very good, and I wanted to make sure that I definitely had some. So I bought some of those. Also wanted to see how they compared to mine. So one row is kind of ones that I've grown and one row is, oh hello Dunstan. One row is B&Q and Homebase ones. Also with one row I think I'm going to cut the tendrils off because I think that creates straighter stems. However, I'm not entirely sure that I want straight stems for the kind of flower arranging I want to do. But so one row I'll try straight stems and the other one I'll leave au naturel. What else have we got? Dahlias. Now, at the beginning of April, I did what Monty said and what lots of people have advised, which is to plant my tubers out in pots, kind of like to help them chit a bit and protect from frost, give them a bit of a head start. But so that was about 4.5 weeks ago, and nothing has happened at all with all 4 of them. Is that normal? Has anyone else got any sproutage yet? Should I be worried? Because I really want to plant some out soon. I might do some that I didn't have enough pots for straight into the soil and fleece the soil and see what happens there. But am I meant to have some kind of nice lush plant yet? Or am I being impatient as usual? The other day I planted out some cornflowers. There was a bit of a discussion about this on UK Here We Grow. Some people's didn't like being transplanted. Mine seem to have thrived quite well and survived the cold spot, which then spurred me to plant a lot of my other seedlings because I think they're safer on the allotment than in my greenhouse because of the slug and snail issue in my greenhouse. Which, by the way, I've got this Nemeslug thing that Jazz suggested. It's like a powder, it's really strange. You mix it with water and you water a quarter of the area. I don't know how I'm going to manage that. You know, how do you do a quarter of the area? I guess they mean just kind of lightly. And then you go over with more water. Just to water it thoroughly and dilute it a bit. It's meant to keep slugs and snails away for about 6 weeks, so I'll see how that goes. Planted some sunflowers out as well. They seem to be doing okay last time I looked, which was 2 days ago. And my mixed tunnel, I've mentioned it briefly in the past, but basically I had loads of seeds that wouldn't grow indoors in the trays. So I thought, well, do you know what, I'm just going to have a go, plant them outside, just sprinkle a load of seeds, put plastic little mini polytunnel over the top to act like a propagator to see what happens. And I thought, well, if nothing grows, then I haven't missed anything. If it does, then bonus. And it's looking pretty cool. I mean, they might all be weeds, but I don't think they are because I did sow a lot of seeds. There's some grasses and I can't remember what else. There was some alliums, some nigella. I just did a load of mixed stuff. So it seems to be doing quite well. I'm really quite excited about my little mini polytunnel. Yeah. So I think that's about where we are at the moment. I did plant some other plants out, but I must go and get my compost and some more manure. So that's it for now. Let's take a look at the cucumber challenge.
It's the battle of the cucumber, the big battle of the cucumber. Will it be Jazz or will it be Jem who takes the cukie cup back home with them?
So it's time for the cucumber challenge! So if you can remember, the first challenge was who could get the seedling to germinate first. So I was very excited the other day when I saw this. Exciting developments on the Wildtowner cucumber. Seedling is up. Here's the label, and it's now, I'll come over to the laptop, it is April the 27th and it is 16:25. I wonder if Jem's had any movement yet.
The date, April 24th. The time, 14:53. I'd just like to point out on my cucumber that I did on the 20th, I have germination. So I don't know if Jazz has got any yet, but that is my recorded time. Germination. Come up as well, so that's the one where I put 2 in a pot. I knew there was a reason I did that. I didn't know why, and now I do. The other one, still no sign. That one, oh yes. April 26th, we're still going great guns. Look at that, pretty good. Still nothing on the single one though. So, don't know what to make of that really.
Round 1, fight! It's the battle of the cucumber, the big battle of the cucumber. Jem wins.
Very not happy. Snail. Where's the other one? Snail. what it's done is eaten the top off one of my cucumbers. I need to protect these, I need to protect everything. I even put oats around, look. Oats do not work. This is war, Mr. Snail. So then I bring my cucumber in to safety, and look! Oh my word, this is not good. He's heading towards my cucumber, my remaining last cucumber.
Yeah, so I lost round 1. So bring on round 2. And round 2 is all about who can get their cucumbers to flower first. So I'll have to try and catch up on that one. So to cheer me up a bit, I might show you guys around this conservatory. There's a few things going on here, and then maybe a little look outside. So first, conservatory tour! My poor salad leaves, they got caught in the sun in my greenhouse, and now some of them are frazzling. So I've put them in this big vat of water, and hopefully a good drink will help to save at least some of them. So these are the runner beans that I'm doing for Joan Doyle's challenge. They're not looking great. Only two have come up, well 2 out of 4. So this one at the front, this one's the one that had the mycorrhizal fungi, which is why it's got MF written on it. And that one at the back didn't have it in, but I mean, still, I mean this one is looking a bit healthier, but I don't know if that's to do with the mycorrhizal fungi. That was the first one to come up, and then thankfully a second one came up, but the other 2 are not here yet. I don't know if they'll appear or not, but luckily I did sow some other beans slightly after those ones. So there is a runner bean here that's come up. The rest of them, the rest of the ones that have come up are the mange too, but I've done a few different beans, runner beans and borlotti beans as well. So that's the beans. Here's a seed of some of these flowers and things that I've sown. Nothing's come up apart from the cornflower. This is the cornflower, the mixed cornflower that Gemma gave me, so most of those have come up. And one of these, that's the traditional wild cornflower, but no sign of anything else yet. So then there's the dilemma of, do I put the lid on or do I leave it off? Because once they're sprouted, you're supposed to take the lid off, but some of them haven't sprouted yet. So I don't know, I might leave the lid off because I don't want to cause any problems for the ones that have come up. It's pretty warm in here anyway, so maybe I'll just leave it off. Nothing's yet come up in this little one. This is the one that I planted in the last video. The kale, Chinese cabbage, kohlrabi, spring onion and chives, so nothing's showing on that yet. So I'll put the lid back on that one. This one's got borage, ronda beetroot, Georgia beetroot and cylindra beetroot and the leaf beet. So got 4, and there's a little one, yeah, all the cylindra beetroot are coming up. There's a little one at the back there as well. These are just starting to come through, the Georgia, and these ones are coming through, but I don't like the look of that one. I don't like the look of this one. This is one of the ronda beetroot. May as well give you the full tour whilst I'm here. I've got a couple of spare cosmos in here and some parsley. These ones are the globe artichokes, and this is some of the amaranth back here that's looking like it might need a bit of a water. What's this here? Spearmint, parsley, more amaranth, more parsley here and here. What's this? Basil, I think. Oh. Lemon basil. There. Here are the sweet corn with my sweet peas. So they're coming up, so this is going to be a bit of a pain. They definitely need water. That's even coming away from the edges. So I'll give them a water right now because it's really hot in here. This isn't a greenhouse, incidentally, this is just our conservatory. So that's tomato having a drink, chilies, another chilli here, some leeks at the back there, bird's foot trefoil and Heinz tomatoes that I planted the other day that haven't come up, but I only planted them the other day, and some more tomatoes. And we've got some basil there, more amaranth, and then Shasta daisies. I don't know what to do with these. They're falling over. They're not actually thirsty. They've been well watered, but they look thirsty. More amaranth. I went a bit crazy on the amaranth. I didn't realise quite how many would come up. And then snapdragons. And this one we've got pot marigold. They've come up. And echinacea, nothing come up yet in there. And this last one in the shade is nasturtium. Another dilemma then. I don't know whether to put the lid back on this one or not because the pot marigold have come up. I think again I'll keep it off because it's indoors, it's warm. I'll keep an eye on it and keep it well watered and make sure that it's okay. I don't want them damping off. And then got all of these potato bags. Yeah, you wouldn't know this was a house if you came in here, but yeah, this is a potato bag. This is on top of the ones that I've got in outside in my greenhouse. There you've got plenty in there as well, including the Julie Drake ones. And I've got a couple of other bags outside. And now the garden tour. I gotta stop doing that. And these are the other two. These are the Aaron Pilot, the first ones that I planted. So they're doing well. We've earthed them up once already. We're going to put some netting on the top of here to try and shade some of the stuff in here because everything in here is bone dry and we only watered it yesterday, but they're in small pots. And when you've got things in small pots, they obviously dry out quicker. Keeping the windows, keeping the doors on these open for now because just to let a bit of air through and to hopefully cool it down a bit because it's so hot. But anyway, these ones, this is the Cosmos. These the bigger ones are the Cosmos Purity, and the smaller ones here, they're the Cosmos Antiquity, which are a smaller Cosmos. These over here are Marigold Disco Mixed is the variety. I loved these last year. I never had any interest in marigolds at all. In fact, I didn't even like them very much, but after growing these, I really like them. They're really fun to grow, and I think it helps that they're quite easy to grow. But look! Look, there's buds already. So, I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Probably means we ought to get them potted out. But I haven't really got space for them. I need to think about where things are going to go. I should have done this before, really.
Sexy, sexy, sexy shoes. Sexy shoes, those garden shoes. Sexy, sexy, sexy shoes. Sexy shoes, those garden shoes.
Got the second tulip coming out. Still with no stem. This one's gone over now, but it's waiting for the other ones. We've got these ones over there too. They do seem to have some stems on them. These were my Secret Santa ones. I don't know why these ones, I planted them all at the same time, so I don't know why these ones would be stemless. These are the garlic that I sowed before winter. Left them to overwinter, so they're quite big. These ones are a bit smaller. Those are the ones that I sowed in spring a bit late. I was supposed to sow them same time as these ones, but they're still looking okay. They're looking less yellow than they were, which is good. These ones are still a bit yellow. I'm not sure. I mean, they're not terrible though. They have got some, but I don't know if that's because it's older leaves and they just grow new ones. I'm not sure. But these ones are the spring onions, and actually they look like I could pretty much harvest them. Got these strawberry plants here. They seem to have survived. I don't hold that much. There's some new growth on that one as well. So who knows? We might have 3 strawberry plants. These sprouting broccoli have been great. We're still harvesting them, so that's good. I didn't think we'd have any kind of brassicas to eat, but they're the only ones that have really done anything. Here are the broad beans now. The only one I am a bit worried about is that one. Those leaves at the bottom, they don't... Where's it gone? There. That one, the leaves at the bottom don't look too healthy to me, but the rest of them seem okay. That stuff down there in the middle, that's just some sage and thyme, I think it is, that we've put down there because we've heard that that helps to keep away some of the bugs. Not sure about the amount of horrible jumping spiders we've got in here. There's just loads of them in here. I don't like them, but I don't know how to get rid of them. And I know they're supposed to be good for the garden and all that kind of thing. Oh God, but I don't like them. This is what's happening so far with our raised bed, the last raised bed. Not a lot, but we've turned it round. I think I filmed some of that. So we'll get onto that as soon as I can get some people to help me. So one thing I do have to do today is sow these parsnip seeds. These are ones I've been chitting. I'd never heard about chitting before, well, chitting parsnips before this year, and everyone was talking about it and I didn't have a clue, but turns out just putting some on some wet kitchen roll and then putting it under something to stop the evaporation. But these are starting to chit, so I need to get these potted up pretty quick. I think these ones are probably gone over if you want a nice straight parsnip. That's probably too late. This one might be okay. Okay, that's it from me. Hello? Hello?
Oh, Jazz, loving your
Sexy, sexy, sexy shapes.
very nice. So I'm now off to the allotment to go and plant out some seedlings that have been staying on holiday at my mum and dad's house. As you can see, it's a glorious day. It's been lovely the last few days. It's going to get up to about 20 today, which is great for World Naked Gardening Day tomorrow, but not so good when your allotment resembles a beach because the soil is so sandy. So now off to there. Hope to see you in episode 13. If you enjoyed it, then please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.